Hey team, it's Rob, and I want to talk a little bit about the changes to the code of ethics that were announced during the town hall last week. The first major change is that we are eliminating the 10 trades per month maximum, right? So historically, there's been a limit on the total number of trades you could place in a given month, capped at 10. We increased it to 30 during the year. It's back down to 10. That is gone effective March 1st. There is no more firm specific limit of 10 trades per month. What is replacing that is a prohibition on short-term trading for profit. And what we define as short-term is 30 days. And so what that means is we cannot buy or sell a security within 30 days and make a gain on it. It also means we can't sell a security and repurchase it for a gain in 30 days as well. And so I want to walk through an example with you to see what this looks like, because this is going to be essential in understanding both the policy and how it's going to apply. So let's assume that here's our chart with market prices and days since the trade. And so let's assume we buy a security for $10. So we'll just call it security XYZ, and we buy it for $10. On day 5, so the 5th day we own it, it's now trading at $15 a share. Now, all of that space above the cost, that's gain. So on day 5, if I enter a pre-clearance to trade, right, because I still need to enter pre-clearance for all of my trades, I enter a pre-clearance, I'm going to be denied because it's within 30 days and at a gain. Now let's assume that by day 10, the security is back down to $10 a share. If I enter a pre-clearance when it's at $10 a share, it will be permitted. And the reason is, so this guy will be good, this guy is not. The reason is it's no longer at a gain, right? I bought it at 10. If I go to sell it at 10, it's going to be approved. Now let's assume I hold it. And now that security drops down to $5 a share by day 20. So remember, when I entered my first pre-clearance, all this was the gain. I can't trade for a gain. But now I've got a situation where theoretically I have a loss. And it's within, not theoretically, really, I have a loss. And it's within 30 days. So if I submit a pre-clearance to trade this, it's going to be approved because I can trade within 30 days if there is a loss. So we're going to look at two different decision points from here. The first decision is I decide to hold it. And by day 31, it goes, that's not even close to 31. Let's assume that's over the 31. If by day 31, it goes back up to 15, so I've got this gain again. If I submit a pre-clearance, this is approved because I'm at the 31st day. I'm after the 30 days, I can capture the gain. So now let's look at what happens if I actually decided to sell the security when it was either no gain or a loss. So if I initially sold at day 10 when there was no gain, right? So it would be permitted. So I'm allowed to place that sale. So I have no gain, no loss in the security position, done. And now again, the security continues to decrease. By day 20, it's at $5 a share. Well, I liked it at 10. I probably still like it at 5. So now if I want to purchase it again, right? So I sold here and I want to buy here. Because there is a gain that exists in this space now, I sold it and I'm going to repurchase it cheaper to establish the same position. That trade's going to be denied. Because the same way that the sale is denied for the gain, the repurchase after selling that's going to create a gain would also be denied. Again, all of that occurs within 30 days. So that's a thumbnail of how the 30-day holding period works. And it's, again, 30 days for a gain that's going to be prohibited. If it's for a loss or no gain, it will be permitted. Now, this takes effect March 1st. There's going to be a learning curve. And so we want to have an open dialogue with everybody about this. If you have any questions, ask myself, ask Lanuta. We will be happy to help you out. Again, the max limit on trades is no longer fixed at 10. There is still a prohibition on excessive or abusive trading. And again, that's really based on patterns and behavior. Again, the real change to the Code of Ethics is the prohibition on short-term trading for a gain.